5 things you should never, ever tell your man. Shh. Don't tell them I told you about this. Yeah, I know relationships are all about being open and honest. Or are they? There are just some things you should never ever tell your husband or your boyfriend. And your mother probably won't tell you what they are. So, I will. Here are the top 5 things you should never, under any circumstances, tell your man. 1. How many sexual partners you've had. You heard me right. He does not need to know this information. Here's why. If you've only had a few sexual partners, he may be wondering if you'll be tempted to stray later in the relationship. If the number is too high, and who knows what that arbitrary number might be. No, don't ask him. He might think you'll lose, to use a kind word. So, just don't tell him. If he asks, just smile mysteriously and answer something like, enough to know how fantastic you are, or change the topic. And if it's too low, he might actually wonder if you're experienced enough for him. So, I'm being nice, but that's literally a guy asking about your body count. I don't see the reason why you should tell him. So, don't tell him. And guys, it's about time you stop asking, what's your body count? What's your body count? What do you want to do with that information? Why can't we ask guys what their body count is? When they have 100 body counts, it feels like they are champs, well experienced to pleasure, please, or satisfy me. But hell no. When is the opposite? Opposite for the ladies. In this century, you should stop asking your woman, what's your body count? She'll probably not tell you. I just told her not to. Now, number 2 is, do not tell him anything about your ex-husband or ex-boyfriend. Well, I always feel like whenever I ask someone about their past relationship and they tell me bad things about all of them, not trying to even paint them good in any way, I just see that as a red flag. Because of course, mister, you're not perfect. Yeah, I know that people can encounter almost bad people. Yeah, because I've had that experience whereby literally almost everyone looks bad. Not that they are bad. They are not just good for me. What I'm seeing in them may not be what I'm looking out for in a guy. Doesn't make them bad. So if he asks for details, say as little as possible. Not saying you can say, oh, my ex was this or was that, but literally sitting down and telling the story from when you started dating to when it ended, every little thing they did, how awesome or bad they are, every tiny detail. No, that's not necessary. Never volunteer any information about an ex. It can only lead to feelings of inadequacy, suspicion, and a host of other feelings. I promise you, none of them good. Don't talk about where your ex worked, the restaurants he liked to go, even his name. If you can help it, keep the past in the past. Don't say I didn't warn you. Now you may be wondering why I told you not to talk about your ex-husband, ex-boyfriend when you praised him. You might probably be wondering, are you sure I'm good enough for her? I'm not even half of this person he's describing or she is describing. When you say bad about her or him, they'll be wondering, yay, whoa, you talk like you're perfect. That's probably how you're going to talk about me to the next one when I'm done with you. And you don't really literally talk in detail about them because it also feels like you're obsessed or you're pained or you're bitter or that you still have lingering feelings for them. Yeah, I know they ask, I asked too. Can you tell me about your past relationship? What was it like? But I may just ask, I just want to know what your relationship was like. All I need is just the surface, just a summary. You can be like, my last relationship was good. It was good. It was just a normal relationship where we are serious, getting to know each other. We had a good time. We enjoyed ourselves. Well, until, adult misunderstanding, and here we are. That's literally a summary, and it doesn't make it look like it is special. It doesn't make it look like it is sad. It's just basically summarizing nothing. And now when I ask someone and they just literally summarize something as little as this, I'm good with that. Okay, I don't need to poke deep. Number 3, the third thing you should not talk about or tell your boyfriend is how hot his best friend, his brother with an elder, or little, or God forbid, his dad is. Unless you've got the hots for a celebrity that you will never meet in real life, keep your crushes a secret. Otherwise, you'll become suspicious of anything you say or anything you do around the person. And it is not fair to either of you to cause that kind of havoc in your relationship. As far as your man is concerned, he's the hottest guy. I'm sure I made myself clear. Pretty clear explanation, because when you talk about how hot the brother, how hot the dad, how hot the best friend is, don't go there. He's always going to suspect you. Always going to suspect the best friend, the dad, the brother. And when there is no trust in a relationship, you don't want that, because you're not going to enjoy that relationship. So keep your mouth shh. Now, the fourth thing you should not talk to your man about is do not say negative things about his sexual prowess. This goes for size, technique, or endurance. It will haunt you forever. Do not criticize his joystick in any way. He will never forget it. Even if he never brings it up again, he may not bring it up, but he will not forget. That's not a nice thing to say to someone anyway. If you do not like their size, I don't think anything can be done about it. I think you might or may find a way to end the relationship if you're not comfortable about their size. If it's someone that is big, you can share your concerns. Maybe they are hurting you, and then you can find a way to switch, adjust things, so you try different styles that can be comfortable for the both of you. But you're not just saying it in a negative way. It's more like couples communication and trying to understand each other during the moment and to make each other feel comfortable. Now, if it's smaller, there are techniques or styles that you use for someone that is on a smaller side. Now, if it is something you cannot tolerate, or rather you end that relationship rather than saying negative things about him, it's going to hurt his ego even when you're out of that relationship. He is never going to forget that. And it's going to make him feel less of a man. He's not going to feel that confident again as a man. You put him back in the shell of being timid and lack of confidence. So you don't do that, okay? That's not nice. Communication is very important. Walk away nicely if you cannot tolerate. Now, the last but not the least, do not ever talk to your man about you feeling like you settled for him. Or don't tell him that you feel like you settled for him. It's like trying to make him feel like he's like second option, or you wouldn't have chosen him if you have seen a better option. Or I'm just skipping you because I can settle for way better. That's not nice. Hopefully, you will never or not mention this to your boyfriend or husband. But during a fight, you could be tempted to blot this out. Don't, even if it's not true. It will lead eventually to the disintegration of your relationship. And if it is true, maybe you need to think about finding someone you're really into. But in the meantime, you do not need to communicate this hurtful information. You are better than that. Communication is very important, and the fact that you're not comfortable with your partner or in something doesn't mean that you can outrightly communicate in a way that is hurtful. There's this thing that happened with someone I know. She was having an encounter with the boyfriend, and she noticed that the boyfriend wasn't really enjoying the encounter the way he used to. He was more like acting like he's not comfortable with something, and she couldn't tell what that is. Then later, what was troubling the boyfriend was the fact that down there had this odor that wasn't nice, and he didn't keep quiet about it. He talked about it. But it is something that if you tell someone and they'll feel bad or ashamed. But how did he communicate it? It was more like, oh, we are done with this act. And the girl kind of noticed, like, the mood, what's wrong? You good? He was like, yeah, I'm good. I was thinking maybe we should go to the hospital and maybe do a checkup, or something, I don't know, maybe we can do it together. So the guy put himself in the shoe that they will go to the hospital together, do checkup together. That's where Iran came to her mind, because I think it's something she had noticed, but her period just finished and she felt that was the reason, and she knew it. Yeah, he was acting strange, weird during this activity, so this could be it. So she was now bold enough to actually even talk about it, and the guy was like, okay, fine, yeah, we'll go. So they went and got it treated. So you can communicate in a way that feels nice. You do not have to communicate in a way that is negative, or in a way that will put someone off, or the way that will be hurtful to your partner. Come to the end of the video. If there are other questions or things that you feel as a woman that you should not talk to your man about or tell your man, leave them down there below in the comment section. And if you're a guy and you've ever asked a girl, or you care about body counts, can you tell me why you care about body count? Or tell me what you think about body count in the comment section. Just say something. Or as a guy, the things that you feel, or something that a girl have talked to you about before that was hurtful and ended your relationship, or that made you feel less of a man, you can share with me in the comment section. Let's get this out. Let's talk about it. So this video is not ending here. We continue in the comment section. If there's anything left to say or something that you want to say to me, leave it down there below in the comment section. I'm always ever ready to reply to your comments. And share this video to someone that will find it helpful. It really helps my video to go far and get to the people that will find it helpful. And also, it is going to help me to know the kind of content to bring to your table. And subscribe to my channel. Turn on notification bell so that you do not forget, or you're not left out when I upload new videos like this one and the juicier ones. I'm going to see you next time on the next one. But before then, have a blast, beautiful day. Bye.